35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check nickel. Check 52. 36. Back.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch it slam. Hatch it. Kill. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
Hey, check. Alert! 44. Mike, 44. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On play action, Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, you ain't going nowhere.
Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Going on the ground, it's White. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Patriots 39-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Watch the curve. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
On first down, White. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Five wide. 50 seconds to Mike.
From the gun, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run it in with White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They come out here in the eye. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run it with White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Adams now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
49, guys.
Here's Adams off the play fake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Patriots send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken on the 25. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Brown 80! Hey, tight. Rush in. Check 43. Yes.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This fielded at the 2. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Adams operating from the gun. That's into the hands of Edwards. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Adams looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Eifert. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Check 9. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Michelle going to try again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got one.
Back to throw. Adams. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Switch.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now a carry for White. call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike, 44. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen eluding the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. It's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, switch. 44.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen looking downfield. This is caught at the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 40 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
Going right side is White. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On play action, Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and 9 now. A 50-50 ball. Off inside the 10.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Oh, here we go. Oh, watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam. Switch.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Adams to throw. Throwing again. Got him in on the right sideline. That's Edwards. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Adams. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Adams now to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Adams. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarter.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for the Bills. 67 yards.
And the Bills first down.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Check three. 56. Mike 51.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Key 26, single.
Now Adams going to throw again. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Adams throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Adams. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They come out here in the I. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run. This is White. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Third and 7.
Set. And read. Mike, 49. I got one.
On third down, Michel. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Buffalo.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Buffalo, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop below 500 to 2-.
Ladies and gentlemen,